so much of us just pretend to be alive. Yeah, yeah. Every day, every night you try to find yourself. Don't live your life as someone else. Can't you see we're running out of time? Gonna lose your mind if you think you're doing fine. Tell me, why do you break all of your promises? I see this emptiness inside of you. Is this your way after all? Don't let them make you feel small. You know these dreams are not yours, and we're running out of time. Don't let you understand. Just stop to run away. You never feel the same when you find your way. Now that you understand, just stop to run away. You never feel the same when you find your way. We're running out of time. You're gonna lose your mind if you think you're doing fine. Damn it. Why do you break all of your promises? I see this emptiness inside of you. Is this your way after all? Don't let them make you feel small. You know these dreams are not yours, and we're running out of time. We're running out of time. You're gonna lose your mind if you think you're doing fine.
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, or whatever day it is where you're from. If you're tuning into YouTube, welcome. If you're on the Facebook public or the Facebook private, welcome to Everything Paranormal Podcast Show 2021. I'm your host, Paramike, that gothic woman. That's right. She's the one and only and the most beautiful woman of my life.
I'm Paralore.
That's right. Well, we've been really busy since the last podcast show of episode 68. This is episode 69. We're getting up there and everything. Paralore's been doing a lot of research lately. And the other night, I think it was, or was it Thursday night?
What?
When I was making dinner for us, you kind of blew my mind in something that I never thought was possible.
It might have been Thursday night.
Yeah. I thought that in the past episodes we have done, we went through all different types of love, all different types of magic, all different types of charm stones, I guess you would call them.
Gemstones.
Charm stones. What's the other ones?
Candles.
Yeah.
Herbs.
Yeah. But Paralore told me that there's more to them than I thought there was, because I thought I knew all of them. Obviously not. She ended up finding more stuff.
Oh, yes.
And more stuff, and more stuff, and more stuff. I'm like, how big is this goddamn list? From the past episodes we have done of all that, you found more. Which blew my mind. And I'm standing in the kitchen trying to cook, and I'm just looking at it like, what? You want to say that again in my good ear, since this one's deaf? Huh? She showed me, and I was like, holy shit. This is going to be a fun time all the way into 2023 and probably beyond.
Well,
holy crap.
One, I don't know if Gloria got notification I sent out earlier.
Oh, she did.
She did?
She did.
Okay, then where is she?
She's probably going to be popping on soon. If not, she's probably getting hit with this winter storm, which has been happening a lot lately.
Okay.
I mean, I woke up to freaking seeing white shit outside the window. I'm like, son of a bitch! I don't want to see this crap.
You can okay, message my
Oh, yes.
Other.
Yes, Mr. Vermont Man. Which,
Just to let him know
unfortunately,
we're
I
alive.
saw the weather for that, and I kind of put it in my email, and I read it to Paralore. I'm like, oh shit, he's fucked. He's probably getting blasted with that storm from hell, and the poor bastard's got to work.
I know.
Now, the only question is he still riding the bus to work? Or on certain days when the buses are not running, he has to hoof it to work? And if he has to hoof it to work in this crap, I feel for him. I do.
Remember how you said YouTube was up here?
Yes.
Why am I only seeing everything paranormal? Because I'm looking at the little eye thing on the upper left.
Yeah.
It's only showing our two Facebook sites.
Yes, I know.
Well, the reason I told Mike I was going to go another route because Paramike wanted to dip it, was getting emails of people wanting me to just dip right into the spells.
Yeah.
And I'm not doing that. People want to learn. One, they have to go through the basics, knowing what is what's good for what,
What's bad for what,
what's bad for what.
and what's dangerous for what.
Yes. Which means learning about the candles, herbs, crystals, gemstones is all part of it.
Yeah. Our other podcast, Kitty Play with His Toy, Betty! Which I'm still trying to figure out how to put our three podcast cats onto an intro. It's not easy. It's not easy. Especially trying to do an intro with three cats plus me being host and her being host on it. It's tough.
So I thought people want to learn so they can do their own spells.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give out the knowledge the way it was taught to me, going through the basics first. You can't just dive into the fucking spells.
No. You got to start as the novice.
Yep.
And then you work your way up. And Parallel will be doing something like that somewhere in the future of these shows.
I'm researching them right now.
Yep. So as she's researching them, and then she wants to do like the novice part of that stuff, there will be a live stream show, but you won't see me. You may hear me from behind the scenes, but you won't see me because it'll all be her.
So that's what we're going to be doing today. First, as Paramike has said, we have been very busy. Of people wondering, I still have my teeth.
Yes. Should we explain that?
Let's see.
Because I knew I forgot to put something in the intro.
Don't worry about it.
Rants.
That I got a call the day before for the reminder. And the woman says, because they knew I don't drive. I have a license, but I don't have a car. I can't afford a car. I wish. So I take a city bus. And the receptionist is arguing with me, saying you can't, saying, um, do you have someone that's going to be with you? Yeah, my husband. Of course, she said the way she fucking put it was completely stupid. He thought, well, she thought, I also say he because she sounded like one, and not in a yeah way. She sounded worse than I do, and I smoke cigarettes. Tried to tell me that I can't wait in front of their building at a bus stop to get the bus back home. And I said, listen, when I first showed up there, I told you to your face, I only get around by the city bus. You have a bus stop right in front of your fucking store. You're right in front of your building. I'm not walking across the fucking freeway. So she starts yelling at me like she is my mother. Or she knew my mother. And I start cussing, waking Paramike up. He thought I was on the phone with my stepdad. It usually happens. And I told him what was going on. He goes, you know what? Fuck him. And I said, you know what? Just cancel it then. You people know I only take the city bus. You have a bus stop in front of your goddamn building.
Mm-hmm. I yell out the word that's the opposite word of punt in a football term as loud as I could, and our maintenance guy downstairs heard me say that. And I think the office manager did too. They both run up here and says, what the hell's going on? I had to explain. They said, that's not right. They can't do that. That's medical malpractice, and that's a lawsuit against this company.
So I'm pissed. I'm trying to do research for spells that are easy enough for people to follow after I'm done going over the basics for everybody. And Paramike, I didn't know this, but he got a hold of my brother. I told him what was going on. Next thing I know, my phone dings. Ding! And it's a voice message from him asking, holy shit, calm down. I can feel your energy from up here. What's going on? So I told him in a voice message back. He goes, his response, 1, they can't do that. 2, but then again, this is Pennsylvania. The health situation down there is as bad as our home state. I go, it's just becoming the old state we used to live in. And he goes, that's why you need to get up here. And I said, yeah, you got about $900 for me to pay an old U-Haul bill that I never had. That's the only way I can get a fucking U-Haul truck. He's like, what U-Haul? I explained that issue to him too. He goes, first of all, I wasn't expecting this. He actually called me where I can actually see him. He goes, when was this? Back in '08.
2008 to be exact.
He goes, wait a minute. Was this in Massachusetts? Yeah. Springfield area. Boston Road. We were living up there. We were down in Florida. I
West
went,
Palm
I know
Beach,
that.
Florida.
I know that. But according to the U-Haul person in front of my face, said in order for me to be able to rent another U-Haul to move, I have to pay that off in full. And it's about $900. He's like, memory serves me correct, your shit got stolen. I went, exactly. He's like, why do I have a feeling it was fat ass? Because before we moved, your ID and everything got stolen by someone that knows your ex-husband.
Mhm.
I went, I know that, but he goes, sis, you should not have to pay it. You didn't rent out a fucking U-Haul. Not in '08. I went, we three know that, but it's still on my shit. He goes, well, what about the truck you went down there in? Panitsky? Yeah, there's one in my area, but there's one problem. Where would I drop the truck off when I'm done unloading shit? There's no Panitsky drop off in your area, bro. We already checked.
Whoopsie.
He's like, shit. The closest Panitsky is fucking Westfield. And that's over 3 hours.
Mm-hmm. Going down.
Going all the way back down. And how the fuck would we get back up there?
Good point. I didn't think of that.
He's like, because I should have allowed that marriage to begin with. I went, bro, you and I were kind of separated back then.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, mom kicked me out when I was 16. He's like, yeah, I know. Another reason I don't talk to her. I go, but that's the issue, the two issues I'm dealing with right now. He's like, shit. If I had a way to get $900 up, I'd send it to you. I went,
What? By
I
pigeon?
wouldn't let you. He's
Huh?
like,
I heard that and I said, what? By pigeon?
no, he would send it Western Union. I went, bro, you know me. I'm gonna let you do that. Especially with you and Leo in the same predicament we are.
Mm-hmm.
You're trying to save up for your half and everything else. He's like, have you been able to save anything? No. Mike took over the conversation because he saw that my eyes were like starting to see red. You tell that side of the conversation.
yeah, her eyes turned red, and all I heard in my head was, "Oh shit, you better take that before she breaks it." And this is her cell phone, the one from Verizon that we're still paying for and everything. And I said, "Dude, there's no way, no how, no situation that we could figure out right now." He's like, "Well, what do you mean? What do I mean?" Okay, let's try this for a scenario. How much do you pay for a certain item at a grocery store that you get every single month out of every single year? What was the cheapest price for the poundage that you got? Say like 3 pounds of hamburger, 5.62. Okay, that's what, January, February, March. Which month? That was back in July of this year. Okay, take that number and times it by $70 more. That's what we're basically paying down here on basically food stamps. But if it's cash and say it's laundry detergent for your clothes, okay, laundry detergent used to be what, like five, maybe $6 max. Nobody's going to care. No, that's cheap still. Let's get a whole thing. 210 loads, 163 loads, 449 loads. Okay. You go back next month, that $5 or $6 turns into almost $100. And then the month after that almost turns to $300. It's like, I have been noticing that lately now. Prices every month keep going up from what we paid the last time. I said, yeah. That's why it's hard for her to calculate what she needs to save and how to save it, due to the fact that, yes, she is an OST graduate. She's supposed to have a certificate, but she got fucked up the ass with it from a school in our home state called NCDI.
He knows that. He's
I
been
got
around.
screwed from getting my computer's degree, but hey, I'm certified. I got screwed up the ass. And it's like, I'm trying to handle all the bills while she's trying to figure out OST shit. I'm not good in OST whatsoever. And if you a lot of you blithering idiots out there trying to figure out what the fuck is OST, Office System Technology, I don't know that shit. Bless you.
Basically bookkeeping.
Yeah, I don't know that shit. I don't even know how to handle the bills, when they gotta get paid, how to do it, what's gotta go into the ATM machine for our live stream, um, how much we gotta put away for bus money for the entire fucking month. Um, what else was there? Med bill payments.
Yeah.
Gotta figure out how much you gotta put that to aside. Um, See what we need for emergency money just in case. I think that's about it. So you take all that and figure, okay, if you work, that you do, and your paycheck's like $7, $8, $900, $1,000 max a week, you figure that in a whole month. If you get paid weekly, you take all that money, and then if your spouse is on, say, Social Security, and your spouse is making $730,
Hey, Gloria.
hey, moderator,
But it didn't
and
pop up here.
because the RTMP doesn't allow it.
Hey, Gloria.
If you want, I'll change it back.
Yeah, but you can't do it now.
No, I can't. Um, Great, now I lost my train. Fuck. Oh, your spouse is making $730, and he's got, say, like 4 bills he has to pay, which I would say roughly maybe 400 out of 730, and your spouse has the difference, and then whatever you have for difference, you got to sit down and say, okay, we need bus fare for the month, so we got see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, we got 10 things to do by bus, and it's like $1 each way for one person, but for two people, it's $2. So you got to figure, okay, two one way, two back, that's 4 plus transfers, which are usually free, and then everything else. You're left with probably $4.
Yeah.
You try to figure out, okay, how are we going to save $4 and keep adding it next month when the prices start going up again? You spend $280 in food, no matter if it's cash or food stamps, and it comes up to that much. Next month, you're thinking, okay, it's going to be practically the same price. This was this price, this was no. When you go back, it's like $22 higher or $100 higher. You figure out what you're going to do. He stops. He gives me that goofy look as usual.
Yeah, but when he does that, if you notice, his
And I
eyes
can
start twitching.
hold on. He gives me that goofy look, glasses down. He's just like this, thinking. I can see the steam coming out from his ears on how bad he's thinking. And he's also thinking, how do I reply back to that and not piss my sister off anymore? I just said, I know you're thinking. I can see the steam coming from your ears. She's giving me that goddamn goofy look like your sister gives me when I'm trying to explain something to where I'm trying to understand what page she's on so I can follow along. And he's like, does she do that on the podcast show? Yes, she does. Just like you're doing to me right now. He's like, shit.
What about your raise?
Is it the end of the month yet, squirt ball? No. Strap on head.
Well, no.
We don't know what 2023 is going to bring us with our new payments for Social Security each month.
It's supposed to be.
And when I first got both letters, and I knew both of them were going to be the same, I opened mine up and I see, hello. It's a $55 jump. I tell Paralore about it. She's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Are you sure you're doing your math right? Because you know for a fact you hate math. It's true, I do. I sucked at math so much. Assholes! God damn. I said, no, I actually did it correctly with a calculator, which is fucking buried. God damn it. Fucking buried my calculator again. I said, no, I did it on this. And I wrote it down on the paper. And I was like, okay. I added the states thing in, which was that. And it comes out to, what was it, 730?
Like a little over 7.
Yeah. And then I took the same amount for hers, added together, and it was like over $1,400. Mm-hmm. I was like, what the fuck?
Told my brother that. He's like, there's your way.
Yeah, she told her brother, and all I hear, because I'm in the fucking studio, I'm actually over on that side, over there, in my workstation, where I kind of fix shit. And all I heard was, I'm like looking around, I'm like, oh, great. Here we go again. This shit's starting up like it does in our videos. And I hear her laughing as hard as anything. I'm like, she's laughing like she's drunk. I walk out there, I'm like, what the fuck happened? Say.
Well, let's just say, one, he almost dropped his phone. and he almost fell over.
Oh, I know he fell over because I heard
I went,
from
bro,
standing over
are
there,
you
you're like
okay?
over that way. I'm like, what the fuck?
He's like, yeah, I'm okay. I just figured out, since you're getting that much of a hike, there's your way to start being able to save up. I went, what part of do I have to pay a U-Haul first do you not get?
Yeah,
That's
but
pushing me back farther.
yeah, I said, dude, by the time we actually get enough money to move, it'll be like 2030 or something like that.
With the way he put it, not the way she can save money. He knows how I can save up money.
Yeah, if we don't need anything in an emergency.
That's if you don't see anything like you do at a toy store, which he knows you have a bad habit of doing that.
What can I say?
He's
I
just
gotta
like,
keep up with the computers.
well, he knows about the green screen.
Yeah.
He's like, well, he kind of, before I could say it, he goes, don't sis, let me say something. Say it. That's also if you don't go by yourself and see something like you do like a kid at a candy store.
That's an understatement. Because
Nice
parallel
green
like
screen.
brings to the same thing.
He
If I
goes,
go
the
off by
green
myself,
screen.
I see something, I want it, and I got the money. Paralord does the same thing. When she goes up by herself, she sees something, she comes home with it.
I haven't done
I'm
that
like,
in
what
a
the
while.
fuck?
I haven't done that in a while because
Like,
I've been
okay,
trying
that's
to
kinda
save
cool.
up.
Yeah, I know. But what he doesn't understand is the green screen thing is because I want to have a green screen in the background to where you don't see none of this crap that you're seeing right now and everything. And it would help out. Plus, a while back, I think it was like 4, 5, maybe 6 years ago, I think.
Something like that.
Something like that. We bought something similar to it, but without a green screen. And somehow we lost a piece that's supposed to hold a cell phone in place on top of a stick.
Yeah.
And somehow we lost it. And I don't know how when everything was still together. So since I saw this green screen, it was only like $35 at Wally World, as we call Walmart. And I bought it and I said, hey, we have extra pieces now. We got a bigger tripod. We have a freaking rounded light. And we can put the cell phone dead center of the light and get all the angles that we need with other cameras. And she's like, I'm not saying nothing. That was a good investment. I said, I thought you said you weren't going to say anything. I lied.
Well,
she had a big smile on her face after I showed her everything. She's like, oh, that's going to work.
yeah,
Due to the
but
fact she still wants to buy storage units like you see on YouTube all the
I
time.
haven't done that because moving to get the fuck up out of here to where my brother is more important.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like down the road, she wants to start buying a storage unit, and then I'll be the person behind the scenes putting everything together, making sure all the angles are perfect for her, and she can go through all the stuff and everything, and she'll have a YouTube channel for that.
That's if he lets me.
I mean, I'm only the guys behind the scene. I'll be the producer, the editor, the video maker, the music, the sound noise, anything like that, just behind the scenes. But she's gonna be in front of the camera.
That depends if my brother lets me.
Well, I think he's still interested in doing it.
He hasn't said anything to me about it.
That was the last time we talked to him before he decided to jump off the grid again.
He's not on the grid. He's been doing a lot of work because of this time of year.
Yes, I know. He's been off the grid.
I've
From
been
the last
talking
time
to
we
him.
talked, when he says, "Hey, I want to join in on that. Will you guys get up here? I want to join in on that." I was like, "Really? Okay."
Well, he knows how I am with spiders. I see one fingernail looking spider. I see one fingernail looking length of a spider, and I'm in a freaking anxiety attack.
She gone. But anyways, I try to set YouTube up a little different this time. I tried. I'm using the RTMP server, and I still have an 8-second delay.
And I don't
Which
like it
sucks.
because it doesn't allow YouTube.
It's supposed to, but
It doesn't.
next show I'll change it back. Which we are doing a New Year's Eve podcast show, which is in 2 weeks, I think. Something like that. We will be doing a show for New Year's Eve for you guys, so stick around for that. I will put up the notice, and I've also noticed that YouTube kind of changed their stuff again. So if anybody sees a posting, it's going to have a linkage that's going to look like this. As you can see, that one right there, youtube.com/@EPPS2021 /live. That's for the live part on our YouTube page. But other than that, if you just want to watch our own videos and the live one, it's the one below this one, which is youtube.com /@EPPS2021. That will take you to our home page, which is ridiculous, but that's how I wanted to start setting it up from now on.
Yeah, I
So-
like the other one other way better.
No, I was saying that for our live feeds,
Yeah.
YouTube changed their algorithms again, so I have to add something extra to the original one. That's our new handle. I have to put /live at the end.
Okay.
So there'll be two different ones, which I'll show Paralore on her screen. Let me find it first. Okay. And you see that top one right there.
Yeah.
It says youtube.com /EPPS2021 /live.
Yeah.
That's for when we put out our notifications, is what would happen for our YouTube channel. You have to be /live. And I said for live streams or just to watch is the original one we have, which is underneath that one, without the live.
Okay, so /live.
Yes. To go to our live part of YouTube where you can see, upcoming video, or this live stream is going to happen on the 31st. So they can hit the notification so they'll be notified when that comes up and stuff like that. Other than that, if they just want to watch back, they can just go to the regular one below that one there,
Mm-hmm.
which is still the same, but it'll just bring you to the home page. So that's because they changed their algorithms again.
Okay, so the /live is basically we'll still be able to talk to like Gloria and them.
Oh yeah, we can still talk to our moderator. We can talk to our YouTube producer if she pops on, but I think she might have a show to do tonight while we're on. I don't know. So, but yeah.
Okay.
So when we do the announcements for the next upcoming live podcast show streaming,
Mm-hmm.
just put the word /live at the end of the regular version.
Yeah.
But also keep the regular version just to go to our YouTube page where they could just watch it.
Okay.
They need to stop changing their algorithms. It's driving me bananas.
Okay.
But other than that,
Other than that, we're doing pretty good.
oops, wrong one.
What? Other than that,
That's what I had to do.
things are going okay.
Oh yeah.
He just said, my brother just said, hey, with your raise, there's your wage. You could start saving up to pay that thing off and still be able to start saving up to move.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, I know how you are with money. He goes, have you bought anything for yourself? No. Only thing I've bought were cigarettes, and that's it. He's like, and Mike decided to get a green screen. I went, well, he said it was only $35.
Yep.
He's like, it's cheap for a green screen. And I go, bro, was that Walmart? He's like, okay, well, that's not that bad.
Right.
Do you still buy food out? Yeah, we get Chinese food.
If
If
we're lucky, and that if it's not usually decent, or what's the terminology I'm looking for the word if? Because every time I say if, it usually ends up in a bad thing or a bad way. This if is different.
yeah,
Sometimes we might have it. Sometimes we might not.
well, he asked.
The only thing that sucks is that when we try to get Chinese food, and it's usually a Monday when we get paid, certain months, we can't do it.
Well, he asked like
closed.
other times of the week.
Ugh. Let's see. I think it's like once every month. If we're lucky. If not, 3 months. I think the longest we went was like 6 months with not having food out.
Yeah.
I think that was the only time. I think that was 2 years ago, 3 years
Yep.
ago, something like that.
Yeah. He goes, okay, what do you get when you get Chinese food? Well, I get my usual, my boneless spare ribs, my pork fried rice. Once in a while, I'll get chicken fingers with it. Sometimes I won't.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, what does Mike get? General Tao's?
General's Chow Chicken.
I go, sometimes he gets that, other times he gets something else. I don't know.
I try to taste different things.
I mean, we used to get a free soda with it. Now it has to be over $50.
Yeah. Well, it was only over like 35 at one time, then 40 another time, and then now it's 50. It was like, holy shit.
I'm not trying to pay over $50 just to get freaking
A free
Free soda.
2-liter. That's ridiculous.
He goes, he goes, like I said, you just found your leech when it comes to the raise. He goes, I know how you are with money. You're not, you try to go the cheap route because you have to.
Cheap becomes expensive.
How when cheap even becomes expensive, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Even when you get something cheap, you have to run out and buy more.
Yep. Just like an economy pack of toilet paper. You know, you get a big fucking hunk of toilet paper that'll last you a month. And it used to be cheap. You used to get like 24 rolls for like what, $4 or $5. Now you're spending
about $7. Damn it.
yeah. Other than that, now it's like you get a 24 pack of what we call shit paper. You're spending about $20 to $35 for a 24 pack roll of toilet paper, which is fucking ridiculous. A pack of four roll toilet paper or shit paper at a dollar store is still $1. How does that work? And if you keep hearing beeping, that's an alarm out in our hallway. Our maintenance guy forgot to replace the battery again.
But he's like, hey, remember what I said? You can do this. I wouldn't have put my foot down with Mike if I didn't think you could do it. I went, okay, Dad.
Hold on. Before she even said, okay, Dad, I was still talking to him, and he said that. And you out of somewhere, I don't know where you were in the area, and heard that you said, yeah, only if it was possible. I'm looking at him. He's like, what the fuck was that? I think that was your sister's other side trying to be an ass. It's like, oh no, her Aisha side's coming out.
That's
I
my
was
really
like-
dark side.
It's like, yeah, that's where I'm in trouble and I'm in the doghouse.
That's basically my dark side. My really dark side. When I get dark, I get dark.
She does. And it's a scary sight. She can make the paranormal look like a vacation. But I was like, yeah, if she could put her mind to it. But unfortunately, her mind has gone bye-bye for years. Because every time we try to slow down, take a breath, sit down and try to figure something out, there's always fucking appointments popping up. Or phone calls for appointments.
Or my son asking for money for Christmas, which I did give him when that made us short. Which told my brother that he's like, okay, I'm not gonna get mad at that. He is your son, but
I said,
please
yeah,
tell me.
He turned to the Gabriel Iglesias, but in a different color for body tone. And he's just taking over payments. And made us somehow grandparents already.
Yeah, I told him that. Richie already knows. He's not really too happy. But he's like, what did he ask the money for? To get Christmas presents for Avery and Jasmine, his girlfriend's 2 kids. One's 3 and one's 2. He's like, oh. I told him this, I could do it, but it better be for them. If you call me and say you have to use it for something else, I'm not sending you no more money. Exactly what happened too.
I was in the background and said, you can send us money, asshole! I don't know if he heard that.
Oh, Davey heard it.
Okay.
Told Davey about the issue.
And thank God he read between the lines when I said that. He's like, oh shit, I gotta pay Mom back.
Yeah. Well, I explained to Richie that I told Davey about it, about the U-Haul issue. It's like, did he get pissed? Yeah, he wants to pull a bullet in fat fuck's head. Literally. He's like, it's not even worth it. I went, bro, he knows how Sean got made. Oh. I go, he wants to kill him. He's like, I thought Davey knew that. No. He's like, wait, Davey was 3. I went, yeah. He was just turning 3.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, what did he say? He said when he gets to the job at Jiffy Lube and able to start getting paid, he said he was going to send me like $50 every week. But I'm not really holding my breath on that.
Yeah, when I heard he got the job at Jiffy Lube, I came out with 2 smart comments and made her laugh. So I hope he doesn't lube Jiffy too much, or Jiffy lubes him.
Anywho,
And then I was watching his Twitch stream, and I still can't figure out why or how the hell he got into this, because I still don't understand the
I
damn
don't
thing.
know.
And somehow he had his keyboard on the screen as well, and it was all lit up. I was like, I'm trying to find one of those. I bought one at Family Dollar for like $10, but it's only got 3 colors, and the keys don't light up too well. It says, "Oh, I got this one at Amazon."
Yeah, you buy stuff from Amazon. Okay, let's get into this here. I got, which I'm gonna have to keep an eye while I'm reading. You're gonna have to keep an eye on the YouTube.
I have it right here. I'm in the studio. Don't worry. I gotcha.
Let's see. I have 3 entertainment para news. I'm starting with one I like. 10 great slasher horror movies with annoying final girls.
Oh, God.
Basically, the surviving girls. The final girl has been one of the most commonplace tropes in horror cinema since the genre's inception. Such a character is normally the sole survivor, or last to die in darker instances, of a murderously bloody flick in which a wide variety of characters perish in exceedingly grisly fashion. Some final girls have come to define the films they belong to as such as the murderous villain on offer. Look no further than the endless extensions and reboots of the Laurie Strode story in the Halloween series. The original young survivor of Michael Myers' hijinks is still butting heads with him 44 years later. Like any good protagonist, a first-class final girl feature will have enjoyed a strong level of character development over the course of the film. She'll also have a sympathetic persona and will, in many famous cases, take the fight to the evil causing trouble in the movie. Needless to say, for every great example of this trope, there's a treasure chest of disasters. More than any other genre, horror's been crippled by low budget, low quality stinkers over the years. However, it's even more curious is when a film manages to scarily good, for the most part, only to fall at the hurdle of delivering a solid final girl protagonist. Number 10, Mandy Lane. All the boys love Mandy Lane. That was so fucking stupid. Despite being a darkened version of the final girl trope, Mandy Lane still manages to be a bit of an eye-opener. Eye roller. I would agree. Eye roller. For the first half of the film, the weirdly oblivious Mandy seems to saunter. Why am I skipping?
Not skipping.
Comfortably through life without putting much thought into the drooling men obsessing over her everywhere she goes. She says little of interest, and if it wasn't for her name being in the title, could almost be dismissed as a borderline object of lust for horny teenage boys to populate much of the cast. Needless to say, her weekend getaway with some other high schoolers quickly descends into murderous mayhem. It turns out Mandy's old friend and all around social outcast, Emmett, has had enough of seemingly everything and is now killing everyone off for rejecting him. In the kind of surprise twist that's often not that surprising these days, Mandy's actually in league with him, and better still, is the real mastermind behind the whole thing. The shifting character and arc is a bit jarring to say the least here, as this Amber Heard struggle to really get the evil, aggressive side of her character across effectively. The ending scenes of her getting away with it all, which were clearly meant to be chilling on paper, just come out a bit hollow in practice, imprecise, thanks to rather half-baked character development, and plotting an over-wise, suspenseful film. Come on. Next. Number 9. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The beginning. That was a bit of annoying. It's amazing how much mayhem Chrissy manages to sidestep in this critically canned but wildly entertaining prequel compared to her boyfriend and buddies. There's a few excuses provided in this film as to why Jordina Brewster's one-dimensional lead character doesn't suffer meat hooks, beatings, flayings, and teeth removals like her friends. All of them really just serve as filler to move this maddened showcase of R. Lee Ermey's scary acting chops along at a quick, suspenseful pace. Initially sent flying after a car crash due to an altercation with a biker, she manages to miss Ermey's crazy Charlie Hewitt Jr. rocking up to the scene for some murderous mayhem. When everyone else gets stuck in his house for a lengthy round of increasingly sick torture and torment, Chrissy winds up befriending one of the bikers from earlier who agrees to investigate the situation. When Chrissy's boyfriend gets maimed beyond belief, she sort of sits around quietly waiting for Leatherface to come back and finish the job. As oddly thrilling as this underrated entry in the long-running franchise is, its lack of development in regards to Chrissy ultimately hinders some of the dramatic stakes when she becomes the final girl. As shocking as her surprise death at the hands of a backseat driver Leatherface is, it's not particularly impactful emotionally when slightly hinders the otherwise well-educated climax. Sam Carpenter, Scream, 2022. And I just saw Scream 5 yesterday.
I was about to say, didn't you just see that shit? And then you found out, oh, they're making Scream 6.
Oh, yeah. It's supposed to have been...
Producers here. Hello, love.
Hey, Hive. You want to explain to her why she can't be seen on our screen?
It's because I switched the YouTube part on StreamYard to the RTMP, but unfortunately, I still have the same issue as I do the other direction. I'm going to have to change it back for Paralore because she doesn't like it.
No, I like it when it's on screen.
Hey, Peppa? What the hell?
Hey, peeps.
Oh, peeps. Ugh. I think I have to adjust my screen over here so I can read.
Anyway, Sam Carpenter's Scream 2022,
There.
the latest entry in the Scream franchise, introduced another curious wrinkle into the original mythos. Billy Loomis, the the big bad from the original film, whose diabolical antics were horribly undercut via retcon in Scream 3, now has a surprise kid who's all grown up and back in Woodsboro as a new slate of Ghostface killings kick off. I'm going to read this and explain my understanding of the movie because I actually understood it. It's barely even allowed the room to be a plot twist before Discount Randy reveals the new killing spree is a requel, a rehashed sequel that just repeats everything from the original, which is actually what it is. It's something that what the fuck did it? Many cinema goers have been expressing dissatisfaction with lately. While the satire of the requel format is on point here, the Billy plotline doesn't do much to make Sam a compelling or easy to root for lead, like Cindy Prescott was in the earlier films. The borderline convoluted story threads that allow her boyfriend, Richie, yeah.
How the fuck you make it into a story?
I
What
don't
the
know.
hell?
To be one of the killers also doesn't quite pack the punch of the Billy reveal from the original film.
His dark side.
Hopefully, the next installment could course correct slightly. It gives Sam a more logical path to walk down as a new lead protagonist. Actress Melissa Barrera did a fine job with the material, but the lack of originality ultimately hindered this long awaited sequel. Okay, again, I saw that last night off of a app that I watch free shit on.
Mm-hmm.
And when the girl's boyfriend had the name Richie, I couldn't stop, but I couldn't keep on laughing.
She was laughing like a hyena on being on too much candy and caffeine. She practically fell out of the freaking bed. And I'm in my workshop. All I heard was, what the fuck?
Well, the way I see it, the plot for it being a requel type of scenario actually did work. One thing I do know were a lot of people were really pissed at the film. And I thought people were maybe getting tired of seeing Scream 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, soon to be 6 next year. But spoiler alert, David Arquette, his character is killed off. Which David Arquette, he's a fan favorite. So when his character dies, I see where people were really pissed because they liked his character. My rating Yeah, I can give it a 3. This plot was there. Sam Carpenter, her character was like strong-willed compared to the person playing her sister, who was actually a fighter.
Mm. Yeah, when I heard that, I did this. That's what I did. Our producer said, I covered all the animals walking in circles this morning. Were they drunk? Or were their equilibriums off and just walking around in circles? Because I typed back and said, I didn't get the notification for it.
Number 7, Victoria Hayes, Terrifier. Not Terrifier 2, the first one.
Never heard of it. Honestly, I've never heard of that.
You probably wouldn't like it because it's a little sickening. And the second one was a lot worse.
No wonder I didn't hear about it. Thank God.
Well, I only heard of Terrifier.
Gloria says, Parallel, what are you drinking?
My margarita.
Uh-huh. I got mine. Whoops. Uh-oh. Hang on. I think I gotta shut this off just to make it work.
Margarita.
Right there. Mine's darker than hers. What you drinking?
Watch you say beer.
But it's a good thing I didn't hear about this one whatsoever. Due to the fact I'm not that much into
Horror
certain movies and everything.
If it's original classics, he's up for it. But
yeah, original classics, as long as it stars, like Kane Hodder, which played Jason for like 13 years.
Yep. Longer than
Hot
that now.
tea for me. I have a bad cold. Uh-oh. Please tell me you didn't get hit with the storm. Because I got a weather report on that.
Do you have tea at your house? Well, yeah, she has tea. She just said it. Do you have chamomile tea?
Ooh,
It's
that's my favorite.
It's CHAMOMILE. That works because I made Paramike try it one time and he loves it.
Oh yeah, I killed the box.
I had to run out and buy him 4 more.
Yeah. But anyways, I'm glad I didn't hear this movie. Classic horror movies that are not a fucking reboot, I'm a fan of. Even have another drink. But if it has Kane Hodder in it, I'll watch it. No matter what type of movie, as long as he's in it, I'll watch it. His partner there, what's his name? He did Chainsaw Massacre 3 as Leatherface.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name.
All right, Mihailov.
Thank you. Him I'll watch.
Yeah.
But if it's classic horror movies, I'm a fan of.
Yeah.
Like Vincent Price. If he has some out there, I'll watch it. Oh God, what's the other guy's name?
Robert Englund.
No, not him. I don't think he was in any classic movies.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
That's what I'm drinking: chamomile and lavender tea. What?
Okay.
Lavender you can kick.
Well, we're allergic to lavender, but if it works for her, it works for her.
Add
a little bit of citrus to it if you can.
What was that guy before Vincent Price started doing horror style movies? There was another one before him.
Bela Lugosi?
No. No, that was way before the other guy. What's his name? He did the original Dracula movie, the one in black and white.
That's what you said, Bela Lugosi.
No. The originator. Lemon honey. Ah,
Okay, that works.
lemon's fine. Honey, bye. Oh, what's his name? He did Bram Stoker, where he never got the credit for doing horror classic movies in black and white. I can't remember his name.
Anthony Hopkins?
No. This guy was back like, I think like born in 1930 something.
That's way before my time there.
Yeah,
Boris
but he-
Karloff?
Huh?
Boris Karloff?
Yes. Thank you. Him. That's the one I was trying to think.
Yeah, but Boris Karloff wasn't in Dracula.
No, but he kind of made a movie almost like Dracula, but he had the same dark scenes. He's had like the same castle hallways and shit that Dracula has in his castle. You know, like Vlad Tepes has
Yeah.
in Romania, those dark hallways with the arches and the stone. Him. That's a classic.
Boris Karloff did Frankenstein.
Yeah, I know. I'm not a Frankenstein person. Frankenstein was not one of mine. I just thought it was really stupid. Anything like that, I'll watch. Actually, I believe we still have a collection of them unopened.
Yeah, I won't touch him.
I think there were like 15 or 30 or something. I can't remember. But yeah, we have those still wrapped up in a big box, not opening it.
Yeah.
All right, next.
On one hand, it's pretty easy to feel sorry for poor Victoria's bowel-twisting confusion in Terrifier. Let's not even get started with on the second one. Oh shit! I saw that too.
It sounds like they're getting backlashes.
Not only does most of her face get killed off, but also loses her sister and mind before the end credits roll. As unfortunate as all of that is, it doesn't change the fact she spends much of the first film running around screaming aimlessly. In fact, for much of the film's runtime, it's safe to say her older sister, Tara, is superior character both in development and story. In Victoria's case, she had one job to do, bring Tara and Dawn home. Instead, like so many folks who inexplicably lose all common sense and reason when in danger in a horror movie, Vicky's easily lured into a spooky basement by the monstrous Art the Clown. When she later has the chance to escape Art's clutches, she spots her sister's corpse and pauses to do a whole lot of not hugely convincing grieving. Obviously, the loss of a sibling is devastating, but it's just infuriating watching her hold up for so long despite needing to run for her life. Her stupidity and adherence to the gaps in logic that seem almost required of horror characters cost her most of her face due to Art being peckish. The face munching's a suitably revolting moment in the splatter-heavy nightmare fuel of a film, and much of it could have been avoided had Victoria used the magic of common sense.
What is common sense? Nothing.
That's what I look for in freaking horror films. Where's the logic and where's the common sense?
There is no logic and there is no common sense.
Well, seeing Terrifier, the first one, because I had to see the first one first before the second one. I agree. This bitch was so annoying. and downright duh. I only watched Terrifier 2 because Chris Jericho, hello, he's a wrestler, he's a singer, an actor, podcaster, a wrestler, if I haven't said that already.
You already did.
He is in Terrifier 2. I had to watch Terrifier 2 twice to find out where he was in the movie. He had a name, Butch, but I still couldn't locate him in the goddamn film. The fuck?
Well, let's see something.
What?
Oops. There we go. Let's see. How spell the movie name?
Terririf.
Terrifier 2?
Yep.
All right, let's see. Cast. No, Chris Jericho played Burke, not Butch.
Sorry.
And Jesus Christ, his hair and the way he looks does not look like him.
Yeah, I know. I couldn't spot him, and normally I can spot Jericho's face.
Here, hang on. Let me see if I can do this right. Okay, so it won't let me blow that picture up normally. But I'll try this one. Let's see. Share screen. Edge. This. No, I don't want to share the audio tab. Right there. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Now, you tell me what the fuck is wrong with this picture compared to the one here.
Well, the one in the photo of the cast, I can tell he's wearing a wig.
No. I'm not talking about that. I'm like, look at the face compared to this face.
Makeup.
It does not look like him. He looks like Donnie fucking Wahlberg from the New Kids on the Block. Outside of that, he also looks like the guy that plays in Transformers.
Okay.
The updated version of Transformers, not the one with Shia LaBeouf. This is the updated version where he had this big ass farmhouse and he has a daughter that's a bitch.
I didn't pay attention to Transformers.
That's what he looks like just by those eyes and the nose and the entire face. Compared to his nose here, his eyes like that, his eyebrows.
Yeah, but I can tell for a fact he's wearing a wig. And the face, you can tell is his makeup and a mask. But being a fan or mark for Chris Jericho that I am, I can always spot him in a movie, in a crowd. If there wasn't a crowd with him in the same crowd as he is, I could spot him. I could not spot him in the fucking movie, and I watched it twice. I had the phone literally in front of my face to where I had a freaking migraine from it.
Yeah.
I couldn't spot him.
Yeah, so go figure.
I know. Number 6, Michelle, The Burning. This cult classic slasher was very subtly modeled on the Cropsey legends from New York in the 70s. Cropsey, an escaped mental patient and child abductor, as per the legends, was warned of in campfire stories everywhere. In The Burning, a hapless caretaker named Cropsey, because of the missing E, really makes a difference, is left horribly disfigured after, burning takes place in his cabin. By the time the key cast of many soon-to-be victims arrive at Camp Blackfoot, Cropsey's fully embraced life as a murdering maniac to cope with his general rage over his unfortunate disaster years earlier. With final girl Michelle, we discover what might actually be the best way to survive a slasher's rampage. Just don't get involved. Upon discovering the litany of the bodies Cropsey's left behind, Michelle heads back to camp to call the police. It is, of course, a logical thing to do, but also leads to her completely sidestepping the climax of the film, having zero involvement in Cropsey's defeat. She just pops up with the cops in hand the moment he's gone, not like they're even useful now that civilians took matters in their own hands. Actress Leah Aries did a passable job in the role, and the character's inoffensive for the most part. However, her penchant for finding Cropsey's crime scenes gets tiresome, and a lack of participation in the third act almost makes her survival feel unearned by slasher movie standards. Really? Laurie Campbell from Freddy vs. Jason's on this list?
Oh.
How?
Read and find out.
After more than a decade of rumors and delays, Freddy Krueger finally got to meet Jason Voorhees in one of the campiest films of either murderous killer's filmography. When it comes to the camp factor, look no further than the final girl, Laurie Campbell, actress Monica Kena's reactions and facial expressions were often ridiculously over the top, as is the character's surprise knack for getting the better of Mr. Krueger. Bizarrely, when Laurie's reactions aren't overblown, her general delivery is rather wooden. In other words, she's stiff. In a film already let down by picking one of the worst scripts along the many Freddy vs. Jason drafts out there, the fact that Jason showcases a more convincing range of emotions than a leading star might just take the cake. If there's one thing that can be said is Laurie's favor, she does at least get Freddy into the real world. They're crazy, but apparently less evil than the film very conveniently gives humans an excuse to help him. Jason finally hands Freddy the whooping he's actually always deserved. Well, almost. Despite the film being called Freddy vs. Jason, Laurie gets the honors of removing Freddy's head from his body. That's right, not Jason. Not one half of the showdown people paid to see. No, Laurie gets that big moment. I think that's probably why she got landed on this list. They wanted to see Jason do it.
Oops, I guess not.
Huh?
Oops, I guess not.
Number 4, Justine Fielding, tormented. Even most of the characters in this British darkly comedic take on the genre seem to find head girl Justine Fielding a bit much. It's first noticeable during her eulogy of a deceased student. She doesn't even seem to know existed. Despite presenting herself as straight-laced, morally upright figure, Justine's overjoyed when the school's in crowd. A crew of psychopathic pupils notorious for their bullying and general nastiness extend her an olive branch. Her 5 days of attempting to be in with the cool kids goes pretty horribly wrong on all levels as the ghost of the boy they bullied wreaks murderous havoc. By design, most of the figures in this movie are comedically unlikable, coming off as a prodigy of both U.S. high school stereotypes and British teens, such as Skins. Tormented is very much in the Larry David camp of providing the viewer unsympathetic protagonists who never learned their lesson. The problem with Justine is she is positioned to be the exception to that role, but in order to remain relevant to the plot, has to rub elbows with the rest of the detestable cast. It's a fine line that doesn't quite pan out as her awkward romance with popular guy Alex manages to somehow be both rushed and plotting due to odd pacing. In the end, after the series of ridiculous murders of one-dimensional characters, Justine getting framed for their deaths seems much funnier than it should be, even if this film ain't often meant for a jockey touch. Number 3, Blair Lilly. Unfriended. Stupid movie. Sometimes the final girl is just plain unlikable by design. Look no further than Blair Lilly, the oddly diabolical lead of this internet age take on the slasher flick. Blair's old friend / enemy, Laura Barnes, committed suicide following the release of a supremely embarrassing drunken video in which she does potty time in her sleep at a party. From there, we catch up with Blair, her boyfriend, and some other so-called friends via a Skype group chat. Needless to say, the spirit of Laura is determined to ruin their evening. Bar the curious group chat, set up the narrative follows many of the tropes from the slasher genre to the letter, namely this steadily piling deaths of the teenage cast played by adults. I'm going to say that again. Steadily piling deaths of teenage cast played by adults. See, adults can play fucking teenagers. Teenagers can play adults. Dun dun dun. Yeah, I'm still pissed off. I still say I should have had that fucking role. I'm not talking about what I'm reading. People should already know what I'm talking about. We discover a variety of unfortunate facts about Blair, from cheating on her boyfriend, stealing and crashing her friend's mom's car, to filming the unfortunate defecation video of Laura. To top it all off, she tries to move the blame of the video onto someone else, all while her friends and boyfriend die in increasingly sadistic fashion. By the time she's the final girl, it's hard to really get invested in her potential survival. Between the miserable, often petty character arc and the shrill delivery of much of her dialogue, Blair's both annoying and deceptible. Julie James. I know what you did last summer. In what might feel like sacrilege to 90s kids, Jennifer Love Hewitt's Julie James, is actually pretty grating when one stops to think about it. Right off the bat, all of the leads are painted in a negative light thanks to their accidental rundown of someone who just happens to be an evil, near indestructible killer named Ben Willis. From here, Julia's obsession with what they did leads to her tumbling down several rabbit holes, while the friends get tormented and, in some cases, slaughtered. There's an argument to be made here. The Sarah Michelle Gellar's Helen would have actually made for a better final girl. Well, she didn't have the plot leading romance with Freddie Prinze Jr., who's Roy Bronson. The actual character performance were more engaging than Julie's awkwardly handled guilt-ridden antics. And the last one, I'm not going to bother with. Okay, here's another one that I saw. I don't know if Paramike's seen the trailers, but it's called Megan.
I have seen that multiple times, and I saw exactly how it was made, which you can find that on YouTube.
Yep.
And then it kind of reminded me of what Tim Dennis would say to Dave Schrader on Darkness Radio and Beyond the Darkness. Skynet is here.
Oh, please.
The artificial intelligence is killing you.
Well.
But yet for Megan, for being an artificial intelligent
doll.
Also remind me of maybe the third reboot of a Chucky movie, but a female style now, compared to the reboot of the AI of Chucky. I'm like, who in the fucking right mind would be pulling this bullshit?
I don't know.
These movies are getting fucking stupider and stupider and stupider.
Megan, in a way I kind of love this title. Megan gives Chucky a serious run for his money in latest trailer for freaky techno thriller. Now, which Chucky is this douchebag talking about? The reboot or the original?
If I would guess, I would say the original, the gayest reboot ever made, and Annabelle.
Yeah. Before he goes to sleep at night, even Charles Lee Ray probably checks the closet and under the bed. Okay, just talk about the original. To make sure that Megan isn't laying in wait for him. Just when you thought the killer doll genre was set with faves like Annabelle and Chucky, producer James Wan turns around and gives us the most uncanny abomination you ever witnessed in your life. Indeed, the latest trailer for Universal Pictures, Megan, out in theaters everywhere next month, makes a very compelling case for why toy companies should never ever produce dolls capable of thinking for themselves. Written by Akela Cooper, Malignant, Malignant, and directed by Gerard Johnstone, Housebound. The film stars Get Out alum Allison Williams as Gemma, a roboticist who becomes the guardian of her 8-year-old niece, Gaddy, the haunting of the Hill House's Violet McGraw. When the girl's parents are tragically killed in a car crash, unsure how to be a parent, Gemma gives the child with an experimental machine, instructing the sentiment collection of plastic, wiring, and circuit boards to protect their niece, no matter what. As you can probably guess, things don't go according to plan as Megan spirals out of control. Like we haven't seen that before. Rebelling against her human creators and killing anyone who poses even the slightest threat to her and Caddy. It's Annabelle meets the Terminator. One who What?
I got a photo of him. I'm just pointing to it.
Okay, hold on.
Of what it looks like.
Who conceived of the screen story with Cooper stated during an interview with Empire for the magazine's January 2023 issue, now on sale. I'm fascinated by things that are meant to be innocent, but become more malign. Since she is more than just a toy, she becomes capable of doing even things we as humans don't even do. Ronnie Chiang, Shang-Chi, and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Brian Jordan Alvarez, Will and Grace. Jen Van Epps, Cowboy Bebop. Laurie Dungy, Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, Extended Edition. And Stephanie Gernoux, Montaigne, Straightforward. Round out the cast. Jason Blum, and James Wan, both of whom were on the verge of uniting their production companies, produced the feature. Wan is no stranger to inanimate objects with a lust for murder, having directed 2007's Dead Silence. That was stupid. Williams, Mark Kocher, Brian Turek, Michael Clear, Judson Scott, Adam Hendricks, and Greg Gilreath serve as executive producers. Megan arrives on the big screen Friday, January 6th.
And like I said, I got the photo right there.
Yeah.
Look how creepy that thing looks.
First, I have to go that way.
This thing can give Chucky, the original, Chucky reboot, and Annabelle a run for their fucking money.
I do not think so.
Oh, come on. I do.
I have to do this. Do a story.
I mean, seeing that is like, oh my god, you get Chucky to run for his money. Anyways, I got a story here. Gotta go to my other computer here, and I saw this one 2 nights ago, and it kind of blew my mind in a lot of ways. It says, "Baby is born with water instead of blood, and her doctors have never seen a case like this." When baby girl Frankie Morrison was born, doctors told her parents, Maria Sanders and Chris Morrison, that there was a priest available. They did not believe Frankie was going to make it. It all began when Sanders stopped feeding or feeling Frankie's move in the womb. She went to her ER, but doctors said it was only the baby being lazy. Okay. If you're in the womb, babies can always be lazy. I know I was. How about you?
Yeah.
They sent Sanders back home, but the mother still knew something was wrong. Sanders went back 2 days later. Frankie still was not moving, but she had a heartbeat. Sanders had an emergency C section. Frankie was born unresponsive and lifeless, so doctors quickly whisked the child away. Things looked grim. Frankie was born with just 2 tablespoons of blood in her body. Everything else was water. This is 15% less than the average amount. And this is in quotations. When I came around, I could see people standing around me crying. There was this little 8-pound baby who was so bloated because she had all this water instead of blood inside her, Sanders told Daily Mail. Babies can't pass blood back through the umbilical cord, but normally not at this rate. After 2 successful blood transfusions, oh, there's that famous word, doctors were in disbelief that Frankie survived. She went back at 6 months for a checkup with her consultant, and he was nearly in tears because he couldn't believe how well she was doing. Quotations. The mother said they didn't have much hope for her at all. They didn't think she would see the day out, but she did. Now that, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Can you imagine having a baby
Mm-hmm.
that is nothing but water and only 2 tablespoons of blood?
No.
Well, this happened. That's crazy. Okay. Next one. I've talked about this in the past and everything, and we know there's Bigfoot enthusiasts out there. This one is, if Bigfoot is responsible for missing people in national parks, this guy thinks he knows why. The phenomenon of people disappearing in national parks is a popular discussion topic among both conspiracy theorists, fucking morons with no brains or brain cells, and Bigfoot trackers, which are smart as shit. It was explored at length by journalist John Billman in his recent book, The Cold Vanish. According to Billman, at least 1,600 people, and perhaps many times that number, remain missing on public lands under circumstances that defy easy explanations. In his book, he interviews several people who traffic in the cryptid theory of human disappearances and their fascinating evidence for why these disappearances cannot just be chalked up to lost hikers, kidnappings, or natural disasters. These ideas has spread across the internet like wildfire, and in some corners, it's now an accepted fact that when people go missing in the wildlands, Bigfoot is to blame. Of course, there is a misspelled typo here, but at least I knew what I said it because it goes accepted fact hat. Whoopsie! Somebody made a bobo. But if this is true, what is the cryptid doing with the missing people, and why isn't the government doing anything about it? Government doesn't give a shit. Government doesn't know what reality is from their virtual reality that they all live in. Of course, there is a video. You can watch it on YouTube. In this video, a man expounds upon this theory. Excuse me. He wonders if cryptic skinwalkers, Wendigos, thank you, and through unsaid certain Sasquatch as well, are really the ones responsible for these disappearances. In this case, the reason these government lands remain undeveloped would be because they are reservations for these types of fairy tales, that's in quotations, or legendary creatures who are eating the missing people who get lost in the wild. Well, if people are going missing, they have to be the stupidest motherfuckers on earth, and they deserve to be eaten. 1,600 people isn't a lot to sustain a population of cryptids, though so surely their diets aren't entirely human-based. I'm not sure I buy this theory, but I'm interested in the cryptic encounters he said he had in Colorado that made him convinced this was the explanation. I rather hear from a legitimate Bigfoot person,
Yeah.
to actually debunk that story or try to figure it out if it's actually true. Do Bigfoot, Sasquatch, and Yetis actually eat dumb people? Does it make them smart? Or do they just make them more stupid than the people that got eaten and disappeared? I don't know. Son of a biscuits.
Ready for some colors?
Okay, I guess we could do that. I was about to read another one, but that's okay.
You can save that for when I need to take a break.
Okay, dokie. Oh, and by the way, I finally got my video intro working for my other YouTube channel, and I will play it up here soon. So hopefully you guys will pop in soon for that. It will be coming out in spring of 2023. So I have that video set. Hope you guys enjoy it when I get a chance to play it.
Your guide to the different candle color meanings in candle magic. When doing candle magic, it helps to choose the right candle color. Here are some common candle color meanings so you can choose the one that aligns with your intentions. Witches and others have been burning candles for bleh. Take a shot. It's shoveled.
Oh, since people have to take a shot because you stumbled, this is what you do.
Yes.
You kind of get a feel for what type of candle that has a special thing to it, and you buy it.
Mm-hmm.
Like what we have here on your altar that I made for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the only thing is, you never told me is about how they actually connect with you. So is this one here going to be like how it connects to certain people, as
Mm-hmm.
in maybe warlocks, witches, reikis?
Yeah.
What's the other ones? I can't think of the other names.
Basically everybody.
Okay, that might work. But you know where I was going with this, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
For years. When doing candle or color magic, just make sure your focus is clear and thought out. The meaning of different candle colors. Why does candle color matter? The color of the candle matters for a few reasons. One is symbolic. The brain has a subconscious response to certain colors. That response is rooted in your personal experience with that color, as well as what meanings your culture assigned to it. The meanings below correspond to those found in the Western world, as many neo-pagan beliefs can be traced back to ancient Greece, Rome, Egypt, Ireland, and Nordic countries. There's also a prevailing belief that there's a connection between candle magic and color therapy, and that different colors emit different frequencies. This is true to some extent, as each color on the spectrum does reflect a certain light wavelength. Candle color meanings. What do different colors mean for spells? If you want to learn more about a certain color candle for a spell, including what day of the week to burn it, what events might call for the burning of that candle, or the history of the meanings behind that color, are right here. White. Burn a white candle to connect with the lunar and goddess energies. You can also use them for protection, new beginnings, and purity, healing, truth, meditation, peace, gratitude, harmony, to call on spirit guides, or to help calm the mind. You can burn white candles in place of any other color candle if the color you desire is not available. Black. One of my favorites. Black candles are best for protection spells and for repelling, absorbing, or banishing negative energy. Candle magic with this color can also help reverse curses or hexes, unblock stuck energy, stop bad habits, or to put an end to an unhealthy situation. Red, for fast acting spells. Red candles are a great tool. They tap into the power of Mars and are best for lust or intentions tied to determination or survival. Burning a red candle can help increase passion, potency, stamina, or attract a sex partner. They can also help with fresh starts and attracting good luck, and it may improve confidence, willpower, physical strength, courage, and determination. Pink, color I do not like. Pink candles should be burned for spells connected to unconditional love, romance, affection, warmth, joy, friendship, and self love. You can also use pink colored candles to enhance overall happiness, harmony, empathy, connection, intimacy, to strengthen new relationships, and to facilitate relationship healing, reconciliation, forgiveness, and emotional healing. Blue. Blue candles are great for spiritual or emotional healing, improving communication, and for tapping into your creativity. Light a blue candle to enhance focus, memory, justice, prophetic dreams, and inspiration. Like white candles, royal blue ones can be burned for harmony, peace of mind, truth, healing, and connection with the higher self. Green. If you're looking to do money magic or good luck magic, burn a green candle. Green candles are ideal for asking for abundance in all earthly things, whether you're doing earth or plant magic, or need help with manifesting more in the realms of success, prosperity, or health. Brown. When you feel untethered, brown candles can help ground you. Brown candles represent the earth and are ideal for any situation that calls for neutrality, understanding, balance, and building trust. They may also help you have a strong connection with animal guides. I need to take a drink here. Purple. Historically, purple is connected with royalty and with the mystical arts. If you want to improve your psychic power and open your third eye, burn a purple candle. You can use a purple candle for wisdom, meditation, divination, uncovering secrets and knowledge, and deepening your spiritual awareness. Magenta or dark pink. If you're looking to do a love spell but want a little lust involved, a magenta candle is a good way to blend the intentions of the red and pink candle colors. Great for improving your flirtation skills and sexual confidence. Orange candles combined the intellectual energy of yellow candles and the aggressive intent of red ones. Light an orange candle if you need help with things that involve both quick action and the mind. For instance, you can burn them for good luck in career, networking, and legal matters, though also consult a lawyer if you need one. They may also invite more joy and play and stimulating energy into your life. Yellow. Need to take your ideas to the next level? Yellow candles can help with all things tied to the intellect and focus. Burn a yellow candle to enhance learning, overcome mental blocks, expand your wisdom, gain clarity, and confidence, bring in new ideas, and see things in a more logical way. Gold. Gold candles are one of the candle colors that draws the male energy, or the energy of the god. It's best to burn if you need help with success, happiness, enlightenment, confidence, prosperity, wealth, personal power, and wisdom. Silver. For Wiccans, a white or silver candle may represent the goddess. You can use silver candles to tap into astral energy, female energy, and help you strengthen your intuition, telepathy, and clairvoyance. They also result in more powerful dreams. Light blue. A light or dark blue candle will work for the blue candle intentions. But if you have a light blue candle, you can use it to improve patience, friendship, mental fortitude, or to help release anger. Gray. Gray candles are a cross between white and black and operate as a natural neutral color. They assist with neutrality, balance, protection, peace, and spiritual wisdom. And that's what I got for candles. Now we're going on to the gemstones. There's more. That was more in depth of the candle colors that you were looking for.
Yeah. Now, since you said all that of all those colors,
Mm-hmm.
you do yours in a different direction.
Yeah.
Now, I heard about the black one.
Mm-hmm.
I heard about the yellow, not yellow, the white one.
Yeah.
And I know you usually get those two colors.
Yep.
Then you also get, so once in a great while, you get like a green,
Yeah.
you get a blue,
Yep.
you get a red.
Yep.
What was the other color that you used to get?
Black.
No, I already said that. There was another color that you used to get. Because
The colors I get are white, red, blue, green, and black.
there was another color that you got before. I can't remember what it was. But I know you don't use the purple ones, and I know you don't use the pink ones.
No.
I know you don't use other ones that are like scented.
I've used scented ones. I got scented ones.
No, I mean the other type of scented ones. You know, like where, okay, you're looking for a white candle,
Yeah.
and you see like one that says French vanilla on it.
Oh no, I don't like those candles.
One that will say amber mist.
Yeah.
One that will say sandalwood and chamomile. You know,
Oh.
it's a white color. You use those,
Yep.
but you won't use almost the same exact one if it had like a sea breeze and sea breeze and what was the other one?
Cotton.
That one. Sea breeze and cotton, but it's a white candle.
Yeah.
You won't use that.
No, because it doesn't have the power that I look for.
That I understand because I've been with you for so long. I understand that. But what I'm trying to say is, or what I'm trying to ask is, not say, but ask, out of those other type of white candles that you stay away from,
Mm-hmm.
and somebody else says, well, she stays away from these kinds, but I use them. What is the difference between a regular white candle
Mm-hmm.
to the scented candles that you use, that you like, to the other type of white candles that you stay away from. What three elements tell you, okay, you need me, you don't need me? What type of effects would it have on a person if they want to do a spell with those type of candles?
Well, it depends on the person.
Well, I know that, but I'm just saying,
Some people,
how does the candles work with your aura, basically?
it's basically what it's comes down to. It's the aura of what the person's energy is. People that like getting candles that are like fresh linen, cotton, French vanilla, whatever. Those people are drawn. They don't know it, but they are drawn to those types of smells. It works for them.
Right.
My intuition, when I look for candles, it's for what I know I need. The scented candles I look for is one. It's set the five candles that I get all the time when I need to represent me as all my chakras.
Okay. Compared to the ones that don't have them,
Exactly.
but yet
Everybody
they
has
try,
a chakras.
but yet they try to do whatever with them.
Hmm.
So
Well,
there's a difference. That's why I'm
there is
trying to
difference.
figure out. It's like with all those candles of white,
Hmm.
they have certain elements that will make your chakra
Hmm.
kick in,
Yeah.
compared to, say, the ones that think they are,
Yeah.
but they don't have a chakra and they try it. It would be dangerous, right?
Well, everybody has chakras. There's more than one chakra.
Well, I know that, but I'm just saying that the ones that think they have it, but they don't, but they get these type of white candles and try to do what you do with yours.
Hmm.
Is that a dangerous thing to play with, or just let it be?
Yeah, just let it be. If
Okay.
I mean, people that have chakras but they want to try, but um, trying to think it because I had the thought, no, it just disappeared. Most people or people that want to learn witchcraft or they do witchcraft on a daily basis like I do. It's about you can say what a spell is, but if you don't believe in it, you have to have belief, intention, and believe in yourself. If if you don't if you have intention but you don't believe in yourself or believe in what you're doing, then it could get one of two things: bad luck, or it's gonna not do anything.
Okay. Now the other question is with the other candles that you stay away from, what's the difference between the ones that you're used to compared to the ones that you're not used to? What type of
Well,
chakra would that be, and what type of energy does these other candles that you stay away from give off compared to the ones that you always get that connect to you?
it's well, Paramount being with me for so long. When I'm in a candle section, I do this around the candles.
I think that's the one thing I never witnessed.
No, you were there. You don't pay attention.
Right. Because I'm usually reading the list that we make every month.
And what I do when I'm in the candle section, I'll start rubbing my fingertips, and I'll slightly move my hand. It's basically energy. I'll be drawn to the energy I get from whatever candle. That's how I choose.
Okay. Now, fortunately for me, I have to stay away from certain areas of the candle aisle because they have certain ones that I'm allergic to, and I really don't want to end up in the hospital for it.
I know. That's why I do this.
So that's why, as Parallel just showed, I don't see that a lot because
I tell you to pay attention.
because she knows that there's certain candles in there with certain things that I am highly allergic to.
I know.
So,
But at the same time, you're asking me to teach you since you lost that part of your memory.
yeah, my tumor,
I
2016,
tell
June
you,
5th.
I tell you, if you're gonna stand a little ways because you don't want to smell certain ones, pay attention. Instead of paying attention, he'll be looking at his phone or looking at the list that we have, or like a kid in a candy store, he sees something that he wants.
Although there were other times that you did kind of like turn a certain direction,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like watching, I'm like, what the hell are you doing? She like zones me out for that. So I don't know if she's going like this or she's going like this. I don't know because she's like, back to you. I was like, what the fuck? So it's like, okay, check the list, check my phone. Oh, I got ding from this person. This person wants to know a certain candle color that they saw in Walmart a while back, and she gets this, and what's the dangers of it? That's like, nope, delete, delete, delete. And she turns around and says, "You weren't paying attention, were you? How can I pay attention if you're like this at me? Come on."
Anyway,
I mean, just the beginning of this month, I had to stay away from the candle aisle because it was so powerful. I started getting a headache and I started feeling sick. So I know at the end of this month, I think you have to pick up some more candles.
I don't know. I'll have to look.
But I know I'm going to have to stay away from that aisle, unfortunately.
I'll have to look. Now we're going into gemstones, crystals.
That was the other one. Crystals. That's the one I couldn't think of.
The blooming worldwide trend for healing gemstones has seen crystals of all shapes and sizes move from small boutiques owned by friendly hippies and Wiccans to the runways of Paris fashion houses and websites owned by Hollywood superstars. What is the spiritual meaning of a gemstone? That's a question. Here's the answer. A gemstone's spiritual meaning is the emotional and physical effects that it can bring into your life. Amethyst, for example, relieves stress. Rose quartz brings love. Black tourmaline protects from harmful energies, and so on. If you ever wanted to know about what powers your favorite gemstone possesses, or which stone can be a positive influence, this is where to start. History archaeology can tell us that gemstones have been appreciated for their spiritual powers just as much as their beauty since we first plucked them from riverbeds or sandy shores. Ancient Egyptians, Assyrians, Greeks, and Romans bedecked themselves in protective amulets, pendants, and bracelets made of lapis lazuli, carnelian, amber, agate, and quartz, not only for daily wear, but even for the journey into the afterlife. With the arrival of the industrial age and modern medicine, you would think it was game over for healing crystals, but they are probably more popular now than at any time in history. Whether it is distrust of pills, a dislike in disbelieving doctors, or a desire to avoid invasive treatments, many people turn to gemstones for help with both physical and emotional. What gemstones are considered lucky? Even the most pragmatic and down-to-earth people cannot help believing in luck, both good and bad. Our earliest creative art was to carve good luck amulets from gemstones to protect us from misfortune. But what gemstones are considered the luckiest of all? Is it aventurine, the gambler's stone, citrine, the success stone, malachite to ward off the evil eye, or is there a luckier one out there? What gemstone means love? Love has inspired poetry, books, songs, duels, war, devotion, and lifetime commitment. But can a gemstone bring love, passion, and romance into your life? Think so. Yet which gemstone is best for love? A deep red ruby? Is surely the most sensual of gemstones. And what about romantic pink tourmalines? Or the deeply symbolic green emerald? Here we go. Actinolite cat's eye is popular for its metaphysical abilities. It is an excellent stone for both physical and spiritual healing. It can be used for any of the chakras. It is used for balancing the energies of the heart and is known to produce soothing energies and awareness. Agate. Agate is considered a protective stone. It is believed to attract strength and offer protection from bad dreams, stress, and the draining of energy. Agate is said to balance energies and awaken talents. Amazonite is believed to have a soothing and calming effect. It accomplishes this by dispelling negative energy and allowing us to let go of sadness and grief. Doesn't really help for me. Amethyst calms the emotions, encourages clarity of thought, and assists in attaining wisdom. Take a sip.
Our moderator says she is off to bed. Have a good night.
Okay, you too, Gloria. Amethyst is the stone of the mind, which brings calmness and clarity. Amethyst is said to atone its wearer with intuition, feelings, and values. It has long been regarded as an aid to sobriety and is useful for combating alcohol, food, and other addictions. It is also thought to ease obsessive compulsive disorder, OCB. Appetite is a gemstone of communication. It is believed to help stuttering hypertension and to assist its wearer in overcoming sadness and grief. Appetite is said to help fight viruses and promote the blending of old with new in one's life. Aquamarine is associated with courage and the release of anxiety and fear. It is thought to soothe, calm, elevate fear, and to help relaxation on long journeys. Many believe that it protects sailors at sea and prevents seasickness. Tradition holds that it gives insight, it promotes mental clarity. Aventurine is a stone of opportunity that it is believed to attract prosperity. Some good advice is to keep an aventurine in your left pocket when you are buying a lottery ticket or playing any game of chance. Bloodstone improves blood circulation as well as helping to detoxify and purify the blood. It's also said that it can help lessen feelings of anger, hostility, and impatience. Since ancient times, this deep green gemstone with flecks of red has encouraged courage, confidence, and motivation. Chalcedony is considered a sacred stone by Native Americans. Nurtures and promotes brotherhood and goodwill. Is said to alleviate hostility, irritability, and melancholy. Chrome diaphysite is thought to be a cathartic stone that is believed by crystal healers to heal trauma by bringing forth cleansing tears. Chrome diaphysite is thought to foster creativity, love, and commitment. Citrine is said to open the mind to new thoughts and balance impatience and restlessness. It's thought to promote optimism. It also attracts abundance and is known as the merchant's stone. It is often placed where business is conducted, not only to acquire wealth, but to maintain it. It is also good for mental focus, endurance, and self-esteem. Diamond. Diamonds are believed to absorb and amplify the thoughts of its user, as well as the strengths and weaknesses of other gems and their wearers. The ancients also used diamond for detoxification, as It is said to protect from poison. Emerald. It's a traditional stone. It is stated that emerald aids fertility, improves eyesight, and gives the wearer psychic powers. It is also believed to lift depression and relieve insomnia, promotes self knowledge, peaceful dreams, and encourages balance and patience. Fluorite is thought to balance and stabilize intuition, regarded as an aid for learning and literal thinking. Fluorite is believed to improve the ability to concentrate. Garnet gemstones are regarded as the stone of passionate devotion toward family, friends, the self, and purpose in life. Believed to stimulate the senses and increase fidelity and stamina. Garnet is thought to attract good luck and business ventures. Garnet gemstones include almandine garnet, pyro garnet, color change garnet, demantoid garnet, molly garnet, malaya garnet, rhodolite garnet, hasonite garnet, hasserite, savarite garnet, star garnet, and uvarovite garnet. Lolite is said to be the stone of inner vision, believed to assist one in achieving a higher awareness level. Also thought to be useful for the elimination of debt and to increase financial responsibility. Jade. Jade is a stone of serenity thought to alleviate anxiety, fear, and promote good luck. Jade not only brings prosperity, but encourages wearer to hold on to money. A traditional charm for gardeners. Jade is said to ensure bountiful harvests. Jade gemstones can include the pure varieties of jadeite and nephrite, as well as jade, amphicite, jade elabite, and mostacite. Jasper. Jasper quartz is a gemstone associated with relaxation, contentment, compassion, nurturing, and consolation. Jasper is said to relieve mental stress and help to achieve balance in life. Canaanite is a calming stone. It helps to quiet the mind, dissolving emotional or spiritual confusion. Kayanite is said to be particularly good at dissolving anger and frustration. Lapis lazuli is a ancient stone said to represent friendship and truth. Blue lapis lazuli gems are believed to help bring about harmony in relationships. It is a stone of wisdom and awareness. Malachite. Malachite blocks and absorbs EMF, pollution, and all types of negative energy, like no other gemstone. It helps and improves immune system functions and supports spiritual growth. Moonstone Moonstone encourages communication by promoting clear thinking, inspiration, and receptivity. It also assists in the fulfillment of one's destiny, long regarded as the gemstone for psychic abilities, wish fulfillment, and balancing the emotions. Moonstone is thought to work better on things that are needed rather than things that are just wanted. Moonstone varieties include blue sheen moonstone, rainbow moonstone, though not a real moonstone, and star moonstone. Opal is regarded as a stone of strongly associated with the emotions, including love and passion. It is also thought to promote spontaneity, imagination, dreams, and healing. Varieties of opal include black opal, common opal, white opal, chocolate opal, opaline matrix, Australian boulder opal, opal doublet, opal triplet, and fire opal. Peridot. Green peridot is thought to strengthen life, bring about prosperity, growth, and increase openness. Peridot is also believed to help one understand relationships and to alleviate depression, anger, fear, jealousy, and anxiety. Phreonite. Green phreonite is a gem with a mystical aura. Is said to be the stone of remembered dreams, meditation, and prophecy. Rose quartz. Pink rose quartz is known as the stone of gentle love. Rose quartz brings peace and calm to relationships. Excellent for healing emotional wounds, removing negativity, and restoring harmony after conflict. Promotes appreciation of the arts. Ruby. Red ruby is famous as the protector from misfortune and bad health. Ruby is also used to open the heart and promote love. Given as a gift, ruby is a symbol of friendship and love. The ruby is also a symbol of vitality and royalty. Let's see.
And why is mine half and half?
I don't know.
Half cursed by half the other part. Love.
Rutile quartz. Rutile quartz, sorry, is said to intensify the power of the quartz crystal. Rutile quartz is thought to assist one getting to the root of the problem. Sapphire has long associations with peace and happiness and is believed to help with communication, insight, intuition, inspiration, and prayer. The ancients felt that sapphires could help them to predict the future. Smoky quartz. Brown smoky quartz is believed to be nature's stone of endurance, fostering serenity, calmness, and positive thoughts. Spinel. Spinel is confused with ruby for centuries. It has not acquired the richness of meaning associated with other important gems. But it is said that spinel is helpful for relaxation and releasing worry. Since spinel is one of the very few singly refractive gems that has a purity of color that may be the basis of its symbolic meaning. Tanzanite. Velvet blue tanzanite is a recently discovered gemstone said to be connected with the tradition of the Maasai tribe, who believe that it has healing properties. The Maasai give tanzanite to newborn children, since it is thought to represent life. Tiger's eye. Golden brown tiger's eye is said to help convert anxiety and fear into practical logic and action. It is also believed to promote balance and strength in difficult times and to relieve doubt. Topaz. Topaz is thought to calm a bad temper and give strength. It is also said to improve mental clarity, focus, and to increase confidence. Topaz gems are recommended for mood swings, insomnia, worry, fear, depression, and exhaustion. Tourmaline. Tourmaline is said to strengthen both body and spirit. It is believed to attract inspiration, aid concentration, encourage balance, and promote understanding. It is also thought to calm nerves, soothe grief, promote balance, and build self confidence. Turquoise. Blue and green turquoise is believed to attract money, success, and love. Turquoise is a stone of friendship in many cultures. Native Americans associated the colors of turquoise with the blue sky and the green earth. It is still seen by many today as being symbolic of our roots in nature. Zircon. Since the Middle Ages, zircon has been believed to encourage spiritual growth and the promotion of wisdom. It is said that those who wear zircon will find beauty and peace. Quick guide to gemstone meanings. Acrylonite, cat's eye, improves awareness. Agate, balance and protection. Amazonite, soothes stress. Amethyst, calming and soothing. Apatite, focus and concentration. Aquamarine, tranquility and harmony. Aventurine, good luck. Bloodstone, courage and wisdom. Chalcedony, emotional balance. Chrome diphosphide, heals trauma. Citrine, optimism and abundance. Diamond, strength and energy. Emerald, fertility and new beginnings. Fluorite, focus and concentration. Garnet, passionate devotion. Lilite, inner vision. Jade, good luck and prosperity. Jasper, nurture and compassion. Canaanite, calms anger and frustration. Lapis lazuli, friendship and truth. Malachite, protection from negativity. Moonstone, clear thinking. Opal, love and passion. Peridot, alleviates depression. Prefinite, dreams of meditation. Rose quartz, unconditional love. Ruby, love and passion. Rutile quartz, energy and motivation. Sapphire, hope and faith. Smoky quartz, endurance and positivity. Spinal releasing worry. Spinel, sorry. Tanzanite, new life. Tiger's eye, self confidence. Topaz, improves clarity and focus. Tourmaline, inspiration and understanding. Turquoise, friendship and success. Zircon, spiritual growth. And I've noticed my stone isn't on here.
Shocking.
Or I should say two stones. Quartz, regular quartz, and onyx. Unless I got it saved some elsewhere. Huh. That's the emphasis on stones. Okay, I need to take a break. You can do a story.
Okie dokie. Unfortunately, our lovely moderator had to cut out early tonight. She is not feeling good, so hopefully she will feel better
Yeah.
on the next podcast show where she can hang out. And looks like our producer popped out as well, so that's okay. Anyways, got another one for you, and I'm echoing for some reason. Oh well. This one is I caught my dead husband soothing our son on a baby monitor and posted it on TikTok. Now, obviously, this woman's husband passed away. From what? I don't know. I don't want to get into it, but this is cool. This really got to me. If the ads things will stop. While checking a baby monitor to ensure that her 11-month-old son, Leo, was sound asleep in his crib, mom of two, Whitney Allen, noticed an orb of light bouncing off of the baby's head. Immediately, she believed that the beam was the spirit of her dead husband. And she puts this in quotations. My husband passed away on April 7th of this year, when our second son Leo was 3 months old, wrote Allen from right here in Pennsylvania. In the closed caption of her viral TikTok video, tonight I felt like I saw my husband soothing our baby. In her paranormal post, which was amassed more than 8.1 million views, Ellen shared baby monitor footage of little Leo's leg swaying back and forth while a palm-sized ray of light appeared to caress the side of his face. Elsewhere in the clip, the same curious glow is seen moving in a circular motion around the back of the infant's neck or head. Chills, wrote Allen in the on-scene text of the video. It literally looks like a hand patting, stroking Leo's head. That's the little one if you could hear him. In a separate snippet, the self-touted young widow explained that her late husband, Ryan, a cop, died due to grave complications spurred by a bee sting. I know how that shit is. I'm allergic to bee stings myself. Them shits can kill you. Allen revealed that months prior to Ryan's passing and Leo's birth, an ultrasound showed anomalies in the fetus, which doctors feared would severely impair the baby's development health. And while both she and Ryan were devastated by the daunting diagnosis, Allen said her husband, who was then in good health, constantly reassured her that the child would be perfect. Just goes to show you, doctors like to put parents under the stress of, oh shit, punch the fucking doctor next time. Because they're not allowed to say shit like that. After a series of prenatal tests, lab results confirmed that baby Leo was, in fact, fine. This is why I'm beginning to hate fucking doctors. However, only a month after receiving the positive health update on their incoming little one, Ryan suffered his would-be fatal sting. Did we not use grammar?
Apparently not.
Spell check? That doesn't make sense. Should have said Ryan succumbed to his fatal sting. Yeah, little one's playing. Alan believes her late husband traded his life for his son's well-being. Whitney Allen / TikTok is how you could find it if you're a TikToker. He had an allergic reaction to the bee's prick. I wonder how many times people can get violated by the word prick from reading a story. Should say bee's sting, which sent him into cardiac arrest and caused an irreversible anoxic brain injury. He was hospitalized under COVID-19 isolation when Leo was born. Oof.
Ugh.
Ouch. It was during Ryan's isolation over this time that he stopped responding to commands and improving, Allen said in her trending testimonial. His light went out when his baby was born into this world. She added, I believe that somehow Ryan traded his life for his son's life, forever solidating Ryan's connection with his son as his guardian angel and protector. The little guy's cute. Digital audience members agreed that the light was Alan's husband nurturing their son. And astounding TikTok viewers agreed. I'm telling you right now, that is your husband, wrote a convinced commentator. Oh my goodness, he is his guardian angel now. Your son is definitely protected or divinely protected. When dad was petting his temples, you could see baby open his eyes for a min, then fall
Minute.
back. It just says min. I swear to God. Then fall back asleep because he knew he had nothing to worry about. Another gushed. His kissing your son's head, and your son was even smiling. God bless, said another. Whoa, that's amazing. He is definitely with you both. A separate woman assured, to which a grateful Alan wrote, thank you, in quotations, with a series of hearts. That's it for that one. Okay, this one kind of disturbed me, and I can't figure this one fully out. But the headline is Pictures of Alien like creatures crawling out of the sea cause panic. A South African man sparked hysteria on the internet after uploading chilling pictures of creatures looking like headless octopi, or in this case, octopi, crawling out of the water. Looks like the thing on drugs. The picture were shared on Facebook as soon attracted a lot of concerned commutators or commuters, reports Kennedy News. This reaction surprised me. Jan Vorster told the news channel, talking about the pictures he took in his hometown of Still Bay, South Africa. Too bad I don't have Ackman saying it better.
Yeah.
South Africa! I thought the people would have fun with it, but then it was very serious. Some of it was extremely serious, he added. A lot of commuters were very scared of these weird sea monsters. Many wrote to me asking, is it safe to go into the water? Sounds like a fucking Muppet line. Seaweed is seen on a beach in Cancun. Oh, that's a different story. Okay. Oopsie. Yeah, that's a different story talking about seaweed. I don't know how that story got messed up. But yeah, this thing looks like freaking a seaweed monster, but yet it looks like it has white gloves, an arms with a white shirt, white long sleeve shirt. I think somebody's just fucking around.
I think so too.
Let's see. Okay. Now, I don't know if you guys ever heard of glowing rocks or whatsoever. I mean, I know there's glowing rocks usually called asteroids falling out of space into our atmosphere and usually hitting somewhere. Well, this one is what's in these eerie glowing rocks found by miners? In the classic animated film, okay, this is something that you are into is
Yeah.
films. In the classic animated film, Snow White and the Seven Dwarves,
Uh-huh.
the dwarves work in a mine filled with glowing gemstones.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I know you were just talking about gemstones.
Yeah. And I found some more.
Do glim do gemstones? Yeah, glimstones. I'm okay. Do gemstones actually start glowing in a seance or in a ritual or magic wise?
They're said to give off a light or appear like they have a light on them, but it could be possible, I guess.
So
Could be
kind of
50-50.
yes, but kind of no. But it's a seesaw scenario.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In real life, you're unlikely to find cut and polished stones sticking out of a rock walls in a mine. And if you come across anything glowing red or orange, you're more likely to have approached an underground fire or some kind of volcanic event than anything you want to reach out and touch. Now, with something like that, has there been gemstones in that aspect field?
Not that I heard of.
Can gemstones actually look like they're volcanic?
Lava stone can.
Lava stones, okay. I'm because I'm reading the story and what you read. I'm just trying to kind of confirm, but also kind of debunk at the same time. Um, that's why this video of a rock hound coming across some glowing minerals has been so popular online. What are these strange rocks? Are they really on fire? And it is actually safe for a person to touch them. Which there is a video that you can watch on TikTok. That's where it is. I don't know if I can put a link to it, but I'll try. Despite their appearances in this video, we're not actually looking at a person lifting up pieces of hot lava, as you just stated. Rather, what they are handling are chunks of a fluorescent SODALITE rock, probably the Uperlite, which is in quotations, variety often found near Lake Superior or Hackamite, which was named after its discoverer, a Finnish geologic Victor Axel Hackman. The mineral glowing under a UV light, which is what the person is holding in their hands, and lights up with an appealing inner fire. There's no flame, however, nor any dangerous radiation. Can somebody please use spell check or grammar? Jesus Christ. If you're interested in finding your own Uperlites, all you need is a UV flashlight and a bit of patience. They are found often in places of glacial activities So the shores of rocky lakes all across the northeastern of the United States. Mm-hmm. Hey, come on. There we go. That's all my stories.
Okay. Some more stones I was able to find. There's a little bit more.
Okay. I just find that story weird.
The spelling's weird.
That too. But like I said a few minutes ago, you were talking about gemstones. This comes up with a gemstone story, kind of, and I was trying to see if it was perfect to what you read or was it debunkable.
Mm.
That's why I asked for some info.
Yeah, I know.
Do gemstones really light up in whatever type of spell, ritual, um, healing stuff, things like that?
Well, it's gemstones or crystals. They're they're sup- they're supposedly they give off energy. Some people go to um, whatever crystal that they're compelled to having. And there's some crystals that are said to give off some type of light that only the person sees.
Okay, so gemstones and crystals kind of produce light, but not really. Okay.
Yeah.
So there is some relative um, correspondence to it, but it's really more debunkable in a
Yeah.
lot of ways.
Mm-hmm.
Now, have you? I mean, I know we've been together for a long time, and I've never seen you use gemstones in anything.
I have crystals. They're on my altar.
I know you have crystals. Is the gemstones and crystals in the same category, or are they two different categories that try to equal one category?
That one.
Gems and crystals equal to one category,
Mm-hmm.
even if they're like glowing.
Yeah.
Now, is it certain ways between gemstones and crystals being used with like magic or spells or love or like we've talked before, satchels
Yeah.
with different elements?
Yeah.
Is there any dangers to them?
Well, it depends on what you're using for magic. It could be if you do a spell wrong.
Okay. Due to the fact that it said, they were found in a mine by miners.
Mm-hmm.
What's the difference between gemstones that you could buy at a store, crystals you could buy at a store or online, compared to the ones in the mine?
The ones in a mine are from the earth, so they already have an element. Um, the ones you buy at the store are not really, or the ones you buy online. You don't know what energy has already touched those. For example, say Walmart had like a little section and they got nothing but stone crystals
Mm-hmm.
that they're selling. You don't know who's already touched them.
Right.
The ones from the earth or in a mine, due to the fact they're from the Earth, are already charged with the element of Earth.
Well, I wasn't really talking about like gemstones and crystals at like Walmart or something like that. I was actually
I was
talking
just
about.
giving an example.
I was actually talking about like actual jewelry stores that have that type of stuff.
Those I wouldn't know. Um, Supposedly they could, depending on I don't know how they're made or what type of size they are. Um, I mean, if I've went out, which I have, gone out and actually brought back crystals home.
Yeah.
Someone like me, who's born with what I am,
Hmm.
you're not gonna go online and get like a fucking bucket full of crystals. Because one, you don't know who the fuck's touched them already. Two, you don't know if anyone's done anything to them. You find crystals in a mine. That means there's energy to them that you can call to your own, or fill your own energy into them.
Okay. Makes sense.
That's why I came up with the Walmart scenario.
Well, yeah, but I was just more focused on jewelry stores that actually sell this type of stuff. They sell
Jewelry
gemstones, they
stores,
sell
I wouldn't know.
crystals. And it's like, well, Walmart also has a jewelry section in it too. So I guess that would kind of almost be the same, except they don't sell gemstones.
No. Well, they do, but you have to be, I wouldn't say careful, but um, we don't normally see people at the jewelry section of Walmart lately.
It's like
But
it
when
doesn't
we do,
exist.
but when we do, they don't realize it. But when they're looking at the jewelry, they're seeing what they're being called to want.
Mm.
Their own energy focus on what. Oh, for example, oh hey, there's a ruby. That person's called to it. So I guess
So that would be the chakra.
one of their chakras, yeah.
But what if, like we mentioned earlier, what if they don't have a chakra, but yet their eyes see this? What the hell was that?
I don't know, but I saw that too.
It just like blocked out my list over here on the screen, and that was bright.
I don't know.
What if a person doesn't have a chakra, but yet they see it and they're like, "Ooh,
That's just something they
I
want.
want that."
That's just something that they want. I don't. That's something I can't answer.
Shocking. Huh.
Speaking of crystals, I found a little bit more for an emphasis. Adamant brings joy in all things. I have not actually seen what an adamant is or what one looks like.
Let's see if I can find it. I need this. All right, spell.
ADAMANT.
Adamant.
Yep.
That's it. Let's look for images. Okay, that doesn't help. Let's try the other direction. Okay, I have adamant stone, adamant meeting, adamant orb.
Adamant stone.
Yikes. Ooh, I got a bunch. We got a mineral and ore. Um, no, let's see. So you can see this.
Please do.
Sure, this is. Okay, that's what I see.
Okay. Okay, now I've seen what adamant looks like.
But yet, outside of that, cut that out there. There's also ore and mineral.
Okay, they're involved in one thing.
Yeah.
Agate, which we went over, protects against venomous bites, improves vigor, calms storms. Amber soothes the disposition, prevents disease, improves sight. Amethyst, pleasant dreams, psychic powers, maintains chastity or celibacy. Aquamarine, courage, nimble mind, and actions, stops procrastination. Azurite,
Can we call bullshit on that one?
yeah, you can.
Bullshit!
Azurite, meditation, divination. Bloodstone, wisdom, recognition, long life, placed under pillow for prophetic dreams. The fuck was that?
I don't know, but I heard it.
Carnelian stimulates the conscious mind, movement, stops negative energy, solar power. Chalcedony protects against spells, home protection, and healing. Copper conducts, directs energy, stabilizes energy. Diamond, truth, loyalty, protection from spirits, helps troubled relationships, and wisdom. Emerald, channels power, fulfillment, peace, calming, disposes deceit and evil. Exposes deceit and evil. Sorry. The drink's getting to me. Garnet, love, sex, and friendships. Gold, accomplishment, wealth, achievement, immortality, atonement with the god. Jade, gives one a green thumb, helps with kidney ailments, aids plant growth. Jet, banishes evil spirits and evil forces. Lodestone, attracting desires, draws off energy that causes illness. Lapis lazuli, bounty, alchemy, psychic protection, and protection by Mother Earth. Lead, grounding, centering, and realty. Moonstone, dreams, psychic visions, invokes the aid of the moon goddess. Onyx, one of my stones, neutralizes negative energy, depending on use, creates or breaks friendships. Opal, raises magical power. Pearl, peace, wisdom, acquired knowledge. Clear quartz, divination, transmits and receives energies, draws desires. Clear quartz is my other stone. Rose quartz, love, beauty, positive energy. Tourmaline quartz, astral projection. Ruby, health, strength, peaceful heart. Sapphire, truthfulness in speech, spiritual attainment.
Bullshit.
Silver, moon magic, balance of feminine energy. Topaz, promotes physical beauty, joy, happiness. Turquoise, protection from all harm, protection from evil magic, and banishes negativity. There's that.
Jeez, more and more come out.
I could start the herbs, but then I would have to stop. Let me see here.
Well, we can always do herbs at the end of this year.
Yeah, I may have to do that.
Yeah, we can do that.
I got a
Definitely do that.
story that we can end off with.
Okie dokie. Oh, wait. Before that,
What?
I did say I wanted to play my thing. Hold on. I gotta find it first. All right. In the year 2023, in the spring, I'm doing a second YouTube channel where you guys can come with me behind the scenes of the things I do on a daily basis. And this is the intro that you guys will see. So I'm going to play it for you here and now.
I'm not done. I'm not gone. I won't give up until the end. Shout It's like a shadow next to me, like a voice inside my head. It's like a fight that I cannot win. Falling,
Frustrated, intoxicated, I know I'm losing myself. I can't take it anymore.
but I'm not done. I'm not done. I won't give up until the end.
But I won't fall. I'll stand awake to know it's not over, even if I'm closer to the end.
That's my new channel that I'll be creating in the spring of 2023, where you guys can come behind me, see the stuff that I do on a daily basis for this show, the websites, other things that I do. Most of it will be live on the YouTube channel. Others will be pre-recorded to where I have to put it all together and everything for you guys and just upload it to the YouTube page. Not doing Facebook with it. I'm not doing Twitter with it. I'm not doing any other social media, just YouTube for that show. So I hope you guys will join me over there and enjoy seeing what I do on a daily basis.
Sounds like fun.
Yes. Now I just got to work on the outro, which is being a pain in my ass. But who knows?
Okay. 9 Dwayne Johnson movies where he plays the same character.
Really?
Really?
After he just got backlash for the movie he just did.
Hold on. Ex-WWE superstar. He's not an ex-wrestler. He's still a wrestler.
Yeah, just like when they said that the Undertaker was retired, and it's still going around. Oh, he's retired. I just saw. I'm sorry to stop you for this, but I just saw a video late last night after I got woken up by Mr. Blackbutt over here, and he got kicked out of bed. I was watching that, and even the Undertaker said he was retired.
Huh.
But yet he says he's not retired on other people's stuff. So
Wow.
what the fuck?
Dwayne Johnson is known for his eyebrows, altering black turtleneck outfits, his smolder, and most importantly, his effortless way he can don a brown shirt and fit into any jungle in the history of cinema. Actors often get stuck in a rut of playing the same characters over and over again. That is a phenomenon.
Doop doo 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 doo.
Phenomena.
Doop doo 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 doo.
Phenomena.
Doop doo 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 doo.
Called typecasting, where an actor thrives in the same kind of movie role over and over, just in different movies. For example, Tom Cruise continuously plays the action hero sprinting away from some explosion. Conversely, you need a mobster type, you hire Joe Pesci. Even an A-lister like Angelina Jolie in the 90s got her roots in the box she built, playing the femme fatale archetype. So it's no surprise that Johnson found a niche and stuck with it. Using his physique as part of his draw, Johnson has played the rugged, resentful hero who happens to save the day, whether that be in the jungle or in something that resembles a jungle. His characters are always the hotshot loners who learn to be team players in the end, with a healthy dose of criticism, sarcasm, wit, and a lot of smoldering charm. Number 1, Jack Bruno. Race to Witch Mountain.
If I remember correctly, he was the taxi cab driver.
Yeah. Johnson plays Bruno in Race to Witch Mountain, the ex-military man who stumbles upon 2 alien kids. Reluctantly, he agrees to help them get back to their ship that the government is holding. He is the brawn of the mission, knows his way around his gun, and doesn't like children. Of course, that is until he realizes how much he cares about Sarah and Seth, the 2 alien kids, 2 alien siblings that he would take a bullet for. Joe Kingman, The Game Plan. That wasn't that bad of a movie.
He was a football player, if
Yeah.
I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm. That wasn't that bad.
I just thought it was like a low C grade movie.
The Game Plan, Johnson plays Joe Kingman, the most popular quarterback in the NFL. He's got the fame, the fancy car, the women, and all the money he could dream of. What he doesn't see coming is the kid from his long ago ex. For Johnson, this is another movie role wherein unlikely fatherhood is pushed upon him. And he ends up loving and protecting that child, even if that means donning ballet slippers instead of cleats.
Sounds like the Tooth Fairy mixed in with a football thing.
Oh, that's actually in here.
Are you kidding?
Derek, Tooth Fairy. That was stupid.
The first one. Wasn't in the second one. That was Larry the Cable Guy.
That was so fucking stupid.
And if I remember correctly, in the Tooth Fairy, I think his daughter was in it.
I don't think so.
I thought I saw that before.
One of the best hockey players on the ice smashes the magic of the Tooth Fairy, ends up accidentally having to take up the mantle of the actual Tooth Fairy. This is the premise of the aptly titled fantasy comedy movie Tooth Fairy, in which Johnson plays hockey player Derek Thompson. From sports star to kid hero, he has to leave what he knew behind and accept his inner child. Hank.
Sounds like a fucked up version of Peter Pan
No shit.
that Robin Williams did.
I know.
What did they do? Base that off of that?
I don't know.
It sounds like it.
Hank, Journey to the Mysterious Island.
Didn't see that movie.
We saw previews of it. We both said we weren't gonna go see it.
No.
Here, Journey to the Mysterious Island marks a subtle switch in Johnson's roles. From the sports star who has to handle children to the jungle man with the gray shirt. But still handling children. In this movie, Johnson plays Hank, the new stepfather to adventure addict Sean, and agrees to accompany him on a trip to find his long-lost grandfather. Playing this suave, macho man role, reluctantly trying to parent Sean, Johnson is perfect.
AKA, he was a pimp. Or an
Raymond
asshole.
Gaines, San Andreas. And I don't mean the video game.
They made a movie?
Yeah. But
When?
it's actually... I don't know.
I don't remember him ever being in a movie like that.
It was basically a disaster movie.
No wonder.
Almost wearing the same attire from when he was in Journeying to the Mysterious Island. Johnson plays Raymond Gaines in the disaster movie about the Andreas fault line, titled San Andreas. He is a rescue chopper who joins forces with his ex-wife to find their daughter amidst the chaos of earthquakes ravaging the area. He is the hero with no weaknesses, never backing down. Number 6, Spencer. Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle.
Ah,
The first one.
yes. He played a great role in that.
Yeah. In the reboot of the eponymous classic adventure film Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, Johnson plays the avatar of the game, the fearless Dr. Bravestone. However, there is a fun twist. Johnson plays Spencer, who is trapped inside Dr. Bravestone, while still stepping into the brave leader of the pack role. Of course, while traipsing through the jungle in the classic brown adventurer shirt. Davis OK. Rampage. Another movie based on a classic arcade game. Rampage centers around the giant gorilla, George.
Oh, yeah, okay. The gorilla gives him the big middle finger.
Johnson plays the fierce protector of the animal and steps back into the niche of the strong protector, willing to do anything to save the things he loves. This time, he traded the jungle for the city and follows the gorilla, George, to the streets of Chicago.
Which, if I remember correctly, the gorilla was a sign language gorilla. And that's what Dwayne had to do back in the movie, was sign language to him.
Mhm.
And I'm
Number
trying to
8.
remember the video game Rampage. I'm trying to remember if that was for Sega or was that Super NES.
I don't know.
I can't remember, but I remember seeing that video game before.
Will Sawyer, Skyscraper.
Degraded movie.
Another one of Johnson's niche is disaster movies. In Skyscraper, he takes on the role of ex-FBI agent Will Sawyer. Sawyer gets framed for the world's tallest and safest building catching on fire, and then steps in to save a family trapped inside the flames. Sawyer is a man who never backs down and will sacrifice himself to save those in need. Frank Wolf, Jungle Cruise. Of course, this has to be in there.
Dumbest movie ever.
In another adaptation of something classic and loved. I don't know about being classic or loved. This time based on the infamous Disney ride, Jungle Cruise, sees Johnson playing Frank Wolf, who is the skipper of an old boat. This role allows Johnson to show his sarcastic and comedic side a bit more. It places him right back into the jungle, being the daring and fearless captain of the ship.
If I remember correctly, I think that movie came out in 2019.
Yeah,
Because we went to the movie theater in 2019. I forgot what the hell we saw, but we did
I
see
don't
that.
know.
We did see the poster for it. I'm surprised Central Intelligence is not in there.
Yeah, so mine.
In fact, he was in that one with Kevin Hart,
Yeah,
and there was another
that
movie
collateral
too.
damage.
There was another one too with oh, what's that guy's name? Shit, I can't remember the bald-headed guy's name now. But it was in another movie as well. I can't remember the name of it, but it had to deal with this guy's sister that he was trying to save. I can't remember what the guy's name is or the movie.
I don't know.
But yeah. Talk
That's
about
all I
crazy.
got.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for us due to the fact that I noticed outside it's snowing and it's covering the ground. Yay. And, well, that does it for us for this time. And what is it, 2 weeks from today, I believe?
Yeah.
2 weeks at the end of the month for the end of the year would be episode 70 to ring out 2022 and to ring in 2023. So hopefully everything will go well. And for Paralore, I'll take off the RTMP side of YouTube and put it back to the original way due to the fact that I'm still having delays in YouTube Studio here for the proper startup. I'm like, let's see, about 4, 5, maybe 7, 8 seconds behind. But I'm still trying to work on it. So that'll do it for me, Paramike, and the lovely Gothic right there.
I'm Paralore.
We'll bring you back more stuff for the 31st, and we're starting off with some other stories I still have, and we're going to start from your side,
More herbs.
more herbs, and probably rants.
Yeah. If I feel like rants.
But I definitely want to try to maybe debunk some of the herbs that you have on file there,
Uh-huh.
due to the fact that I know we've done herbs before, and I had to deal with poppets and satchels and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever this one's going to be, I want to try to debunk it, but also figure out how it works in certain sections.
Again, it would explain. It would have to be. Would have to depend on the spell. That's what makes them different.
Well, not just the spell itself. I'm talking like what's in the herbs compared to the ones we've already have done prior to up to now, and try to debunk and see what the difference is and how it works between different um, regions. So,
Well, that I don't know if you'd be able to do because the herbs that I've already done, there was more of more explanation for what's what
right,
and how to use it.
right.
These ones that I found are basically little descriptions of what they're for,
Okay.
of what they represent.
Okay, so for the herbs we've done before, didn't have certain descriptions, but this one does.
Well, they have smaller descriptions.
Okay. So from now until the 31st, if you still have the ones we've already done,
Yeah.
try to see if you can compare them and try to think like what type of questions I want to ask, how I want to debunk it, or think of how I would debunk it, just so I have a better understanding from the previous ones we have done to the newest ones now.
I would have to write it all down.
Well, not necessarily write it down, just like if you can open up your windows for what you already have to the new one and just bounce back and forth and see if it kind of equals to the questions I've asked before, and try to figure out, okay, how many sections would this actually work and how it would not work and why does it work and not work.
That'll give me a migraine.
Hey, it's part of the job.
I'm trying to make it easy. You're trying to make it complex.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to relearn this shit, so you have to work with me.
I'm trying to work with you.
No, she's
Well, let's
not.
go.
All right.
Getting
Good night,
getting
guys.
hungry. Bye.
Merry Christmas, and we'll see you on our New Year's Eve show.
Bye.